Hey everyone, I am so excited to introduce you to some of the most amazing, gorgeous ladies that are going to be here with you every step of the way of the Age Money Challenge next week. So first of all, if this is the first time that you are on one of the Facebook Lives with us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sweet Life Purposeful Money. Welcome to this gorgeous community. We are so happy you are here. And just get ready because I'm getting tingles as I think about it. This is a game changer, this challenge. So well done for coming in, well done for signing up. And if you haven't, there's still time to sign up. We're going to be starting next Monday. And the purpose of this Facebook Live is I really wanted to make sure that you knew exactly who Jennifer, Teresa, and Dom are, because they are going to be really incredible cheerleaders for you. I'm calling them the Profit for Joy Squad, because here's the thing: money can bring up a lot of emotions. It can make you feel anxious, it can make you feel scared, it can make you feel excited. There's so many emotions and you can feel them all within a minute. So I want to just ensure that you all are really comfortable and familiar with everyone here, so that when you're going through this challenge, you feel comfortable tagging and asking questions and reaching out if you need help and support. Because ultimately, I want you to leave this challenge feeling empowered, feeling excited, feeling like you have a plan to really feel like, okay, I can totally do this money thing. It is absolutely possible. I would say that there's so many things out there that have made money so complicated. And so our mission is to really simplify it so that you can see exactly what you need to do to have enough money to do the things that you really love, the things that matter to you. And it's going to look different for each and every one of you. So if you're here, please say hi in the comments. If you're watching the replay, please go ahead and just put replay in the comments. And we will definitely be answering any questions that you guys have. We are officially starting next week on Monday, and we have quite a few new people coming in. If you signed up for the challenge the last couple of times earlier this year and you're wanting to do it again, please do sign up for the new challenge, because it's something that I do regularly in my own business, and it's something that you can continue to do and reiterate on and get more clear on, because things do change. So before I get to the introductions, I just want to just quickly lay out what we're going to be doing and what to expect in this. You're going to be going through a process where you're going to be getting really clear on what things you want to be able to spend your money on in your personal life, and the same for your business expenses. And being able to put all of this into a revenue goal that's going to give you more clarity on why you may be feeling like you're making money, but you're not keeping any of it, or you're wondering where your money is going, or perhaps you're wanting to just get into the next level of business. This can also help you with that. Some of you have reached out and asked, I don't even have a business yet, but I'm really wanting to. Is this for me? Yes, this is for anyone who aspires to feel confident and empowered and in control with your money. Whether you have a business with 50 employees or you are just by yourself aspiring to get your first client. This process is really eye-opening. So just know that you can take this with wherever you're at. I have worked with people that have, multi-million dollars in their business that go through this process and get something out of it. And I have someone who is still in corporate thinking about going into a coaching program and want to look to see what kind of money they would need to make in their business. It's going to work for you regardless. Just know that you want to be determined to complete the challenge. You want to just allow yourself to feel the emotions, give yourself grace, and know that this process is eye-opening, and to reach out when you have a question. So with all of that said, I would love to introduce you to Jennifer, Teresa, and Dom. And Teresa, she's waving right now. You've been so everyone here is at different stages of their journey in terms of implementing Profit for Keeps and going through this challenge. So Teresa, you have gone through all of the challenges that we've had this year, and you have also implemented Profit for Keeps. So I would love to hear from you. What was something, that surprised you as you were going through the process of going through the challenge and Profit for Keeps?
Yeah, so my biggest surprise for the challenges, at least, is all the things that I think I really need, all those expenses that I think are crucial and important. When you really take a few minutes to look at them, you get a lot of clarity around, well, this probably isn't important. And like you said, I've been through multiple challenges now, and things that were important 3 months ago are not important right now. So that, you know, I'm constantly shuffling the priority of my expenses. And as far as profit for keeps, the surprise, the thing that most surprised me is how excited I get to look at my numbers, like how eager I am for, you know, payday, so I can make my distributions in my lines. And it's one of my favorite times. And before I would be like, oh, you know, I should probably look at my bank account and figure out what's going on. But now I really, really look forward to it.
And would you have said that that's something that you thought you would be saying now?
No, never. I mean, I've always been like a spreadsheet person, and I can't tell you how many budget spreadsheets I've started over the years. But I was never excited to look at my numbers ever before this. And it continues. So it's been, you know, I started in January, it's continued. I'm excited every day to see, you know, just to pop in, even if nothing's going on. I'm sometimes disappointed there's no transactions, but.
Amazing. Okay, so I really appreciate you sharing that, Teresa, because you were such an action taker and implemented it immediately. Like, you got your hands on it and you got it done very, very quickly. So sometimes people ask me, like, how long does this take to do? And it really just depends on your learning style and how quickly you want to implement it. So it's very possible to implement very quickly, and it's also something that you can take day by day. So for the challenge itself, you're going to want to just be able to dedicate, you know, from 11 to 12 to watch the Facebook Live and to do any of the actions associated with that. And we're going to keep it open a little bit longer so that if you need catch-up time, you have that as well. But Teresa, thank you so much for sharing your experience. And I'm so excited that you're here. You've been such an incredible help for everyone in the past challenges, and I'm just very grateful for you being here. So Jennifer, you have gone now through 2 challenges. And you've been using Profit for Keeps since what, May? Okay, so tell me what surprised you with the process of the challenge, and how did you come across the challenge?
I came across it while I was listening to one of Kate Northrup's podcasts, and I immediately went to your website and immediately signed up to all the things and joined the Facebook group. What surprised me the most is how quickly you can turn things around with this framework. So when I met you, you guys know I was living in Mexico, and I had just moved from one country to another. So I had literally, and I don't actually think I've ever shared this with you guys, but I had used all my money to close up my life in Mexico, buy tickets for me and my dogs to fly back to Canada. And that day when I was flying back, I literally had just enough space on my credit card to pay for my food during the flight. So I arrived in Canada with like nothing left in my bank account and no home, like nothing here. I had no furniture, nothing left. So I was starting from scratch with nothing. And like a few weeks later, I discovered you and then did the challenge. And I can't even believe still today how quickly I was able to turn my life around and rebuild everything back up. But the thing is like I was able to turn things around so quickly because of the foundation that this creates to work from. So I was working very much from a broken foundation before, which is money flying in and flying out with no intentional purpose at all. So it was really mind-blowing to see how I could turn things around so quickly, starting from like literally zero. So it was, and like, I can't even believe where I am now so quickly from just doing this work and really implementing it every day. And like Teresa, it's so exciting to check in with this every day and take care of it. Whereas I used to hate it because it never worked. Every time I would look at my things, it wasn't working. So
Yeah, I mean, that's such an incredible story. And thank you for sharing that with everyone here, because I think it really speaks to when it's the right time and it comes into your life. And I see this a lot. I see this all the time with people. And Jennifer, you were so moved by this that you actually like reached out to me. You had this intuition, and you have now become such a huge part of this movement that we're growing. And you are honestly leading such an incredible team. Like, we've grown so quickly, and the amount of space you've created for me to really start focusing on writing this book that is absolutely needing to be written is just mind-blowing to me. So can you share a little more about what that was like, and your belief behind this system?
Yeah, well, when I started to dive into this system that you created, I immediately knew that I was dealing with something that I had never seen before, and something that was actually going to work. And being someone who struggled with money and money management my whole entire life, like really severely struggling with this, I knew that I was all in for this. And I knew that I wanted to be part of supporting this work and getting it out to people. So for me, it was like I knew I had to be in more than just using the system for myself, which is why I approached you, and I'm super excited to share very transparently that I was like, can I please do an internship with you guys? Like, I want to be in this. I need to be in this, and I need to be supporting and sharing this in a bigger way. And just like my intuition guided me so clearly to do the challenge, it guided me so clearly to take this step forward with you guys, because I knew I had to be part of it. And it's just been mind-blowing and expansive ever since. And now I'm so happy to be part of this awesome team. And it's like every day, and I think we talk about it this often, every day this just keeps getting better and better. And like the testimonials we're getting from people and the results we're seeing, it's mind-blowing, but also not even surprising, because when I see like how it impacted me so quickly, and I'm one of those who, like, I went through the program in 2 days. I just devoured it. And because I saw it working so quickly, I was like, this just needs to get implemented. It has to like happen right now. So I eat and breathe this every day. It's like running through my veins now. And I hope it's going to be running through everybody's veins moving forward.
Well, I really do believe that those that are watching this now and those that are watching the replay later, that you are here for a reason. And Jennifer came into this right when she needed to come into this. I believe Teresa came into my life and also into this at the exact time that needed to happen. So you are here for a reason. And if you are feeling this slight pull of, oh, this is uncomfortable, I don't know, just know that that's normal, and that's actually a really good indication that you are here for a really good reason. I'm really excited to introduce Dom to everyone here, because Dom is an incredibly intelligent, intuitive caregiver and a beautiful mother, and she is also going through this for the first time with you guys. So she's actually going to be going through this as an apprentice and really sharing a lot of things that are going on with her as she goes through this process. And so, Dom, I would really love to just hear, and first of all, thank you so much for doing this, because I think it's going to be so helpful for so many people. And I'd love to just hear, like, how are you feeling about going into this starting next Monday?
In full transparency, I am a bit nervous, and only because looking in the mirror is usually the hardest to do. And so I feel like looking and being strategic about finances, each day looking at it, I always kind of cringe a little bit. And, I don't think that's normal. So I'm really excited to really work on my mindset around money. But as of right now, I'm feeling like anxious and excited, a little bit of both. So, but I am ready to get started and be like Teresa and Jen and several others who have taken this program and really feel calm around, where money is concerned. So I'm ready to go.
Well, I'm so excited for you. And yes, it's totally normal. I would say if you didn't feel a little bit of anxiety or a little bit of apprehension, it would be a sign that maybe either you're not fully committed to doing it, because I think it's normal to feel anything like that when it's uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar. So anyone else that's watching this and also feeling those things, just know that that's completely normal, because this is in an unfamiliar territory that you're stepping into. Also, we wanted to make sure that Dom has a full license to be 100% transparent with where she's at. So not just the good things, but also everything else in between, because ultimately this process can be very eye-opening. And I think it's important that we honor the feelings as we go through them. So I'm really just looking forward to seeing the clarity and the empowerment that you receive, Dom, and everyone else that's going to be going through this challenge. And honestly, all of us get additional clarity, additional empowerment as we go through this again. So Teresa and Jennifer will continue to receive additional benefits by going through this. I receive additional benefits as I go through this. This is an ever changing process. And what the most exciting thing is it's all tied to exactly what brings us joy, because ultimately that's what we're here for. So I just wanted to make sure that you all had a face to the name. So Jennifer's in Canada. Exactly what part are you in right now? Because I know you just moved.
Yeah, I just moved to Ontario. So I'm about an hour from Ottawa and an hour from Montreal.
Okay. And what's your favorite movie, Jennifer?
Oh. Les
Mis. Okay, yeah, you were talking about that. All right. And what are your dogs' names?
Bailey and Johnny. Bailey's from Canada. Johnny's from Mexico.
Amazing. Okay, anything else you want to share with everyone?
I have a complete passion for taking care of people, and I want everyone to know that the framework is life-changing and the community is life-changing here. And I was able to get to where I am because of you guys and because of the community. And I just want everyone else to know that is going through this, that we've got their backs and we are going to support them, and that they're not alone in this process.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jen. Dom, short for Dominique, you're in Texas, right? You're in San Antonio, is that right? Dom? I don't know if you can hear me.
Can you hear us?
Me? Did y'all talking to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear that part. I guess my phone cut out.
That's okay. So you're in San Antonio, Texas, right?
I'm actually in Dallas.
Oh, you're in Dallas.
Texas.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were okay, so you were living in San Antonio and then you moved to Dallas.
I actually live in West Texas, so my grandparents are from San Antonio, but I'm from Abilene, which is more west, and then I moved to Dallas about 10 years ago.
Amazing. Okay, and so you're married and you have a beautiful little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, he is 18. He'll be 18 months. He's actually awake right now, so you may hear him in the background, which he frequently does when I'm on a call. But yeah,
everyone can relate to that. That's a mom in this group, right? I mean, you're going to be doing calls with your little ones all the time.
Yeah.
Amazing. And so what is one of your favorite books that you've read, Dom?
One of my favorites. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Wow.
I read it in high school. It took me a year to read. That's why I remember it, but it's a really, really good book that I still reference every now and again, because it has a lot of good information. So, yes.
Wow. Do you like to ride and maintain motorcycles?
I do not. It's nothing like the title sounds.
Oh,
but, I know how that goes. No, it's a really good book though, but it has to do with motorcycles, but not in the way you would think. So
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's a really good book.
Amazing. Okay. And is there anything else you'd like to share with everyone for the coming week?
I think what's helping me is to just be open and be positive, because I feel like there are going to be a lot of things that I'm not going to want to look at because it's going to make me uncomfortable. But I think if I keep my eye on the bigger picture, that'll help get through the challenge, because there will be moments, I'm sure, where I'm going to be like, oh, I don't really want to do that, but I'm gonna have to do it anyway. So just push through. And to know that we're fully supported the way we are, I think that's super helpful too. So.
Absolutely. Great advice. And also, is there anything that the team here that we can do to help you as you go through this next week?
Maybe just be, do what they normally do. They're just there and encouraging, and just supportive, regardless of how you're feeling that day or where you're at in the journey. If you get stuck, they're available. If you have a question, if you have just an aha moment, share that. So yeah, I think just being the way they are naturally is just already super beneficial. So
we have a pretty amazing team. That's for sure.
Yes, we do.
Awesome, Dom. Thank you so much. And Teresa, hello. So you are in Colorado, right? Which town exactly? It's near the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, I'm in Loveland, Colorado. So we're at the base, the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, just down the mountain from Estes Park. It's actually snowing here today, which is wild even for us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it was 90 something yesterday?
92 yesterday. It's currently like 33 out there.
Okay, so that's, Colorado weather for you for sure. Yeah. It is odd though, because I remember having snow for Halloween in New Mexico, but not Labor Day.
Yeah, oh, crazy.
Well, and so what would you say is something that most people don't know about you, Teresa?
Well, something that I homeschooled my 3 children, like all the way through, like forever. Yeah, honestly, my youngest is 16, and she's kind of finishing up on her own because I'm kind of tired. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people in the business world don't know about me.
Absolutely. And so right now, I know a lot of people are actually considering homeschooling their kids or have already decided to make that leap. And I know, Teresa, you have offered this in the past. So if any of you guys are watching and have questions, Teresa is an expert in this and is so generous in sharing, her experience. So if you do have any questions about homeschooling your kids, Teresa's also here for that. So thank you. And then also, what are you working on now in terms of knitting or crochet?
Oh, I have a bit of a attention deficit disorder right now with my crafting. I literally have like 3 baby blankets started that are all knit. And then I've got 2 shawl wrap kind of scenarios that are crochet. So those are all in process right now. So hopefully I'll hit a little finishing sprint like you did recently to actually finish some of those things, because they've got a lot of projects going on.
Amazing. Well, I just, again, want to thank you all for being here, for being so incredibly generous and supportive and encouraging for everyone as we go through the next week. So if you're watching the replay, please do just reach out in the comments and give all your love to this team, because they have been working so hard getting this all ready for you for next week. I'm really, really excited about the transformation that you'll be experiencing. And if there's anything any of us could do, please don't hesitate to tag us in the group, and we will be there to answer your questions. You are not alone. You are being held. You are in a safe, beautiful, non-judgmental space for you to really expand and become more aware and conscious and clear on everything that has to do with money and cash flow. And so any question is not a silly question. So please know any question you have, regardless of what it is aged money? What are we doing in this challenge? Ask it, because we want to make sure that you have all of the answers and you feel comfortable with where you are. The one thing we ask of you is to please also step up and make a commitment to yourself and to everyone that you will go through this and finish this. This is something that is very easy to go through in terms of just step by step. It is clear to go through, but it does require you to decide that it's the right time for you. So really ask yourself, are you ready to make the commitment to go through this, and then go through and do it, and reach out if you're struggling to continue, because we're here to support and encourage you to continue. All right. With that, I will say goodbye to everyone. Thank you all for being here. Oh, Tamika, you're here. So thanks again, and we will see you next Monday. All right. Much love to you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.